everybody, this is Shasta here, and welcome back finally to another video. I am so sorry guys, it has taken a while for me to get things squared away, and I will get more into that at the end of the video. But welcome back to another video. I am Shasta Winterpaw, as you all know, and today I'm going to be talking about how the furry community has helped me become a better person. And this is something that I actually wanted to talk about, but I just could never remember what it was. but as I said before, today we are going to be talking about how the furry community has helped me become a better person. And I can safely say I'm not alone. I've talked with a lot of other furs just by casual conversation, and them bringing up how the furry community has actually helped them. And that's honestly how it came back up in my head, because I was like, that's what I was gonna plan on doing. But let's get right into the video. So when I was young, when I was born, I was a very awkward child, I will say that. And up until I was 19 or 20, I was very socially awkward. Now, what I mean by that is, I'll give you guys a little example. When I was in elementary school, the way I would converse with other people was hiding. I would hide in, behind the tree, and I'd be, spying on people. And I'm going to say this right now, I am not happy with that, because that was, now that I look back at it, it is very creepy. And well, I doubt any of the people who I was spying on are even going to see this, but I apologize. But I would always be watching people from behind the tree, just, observing what they were doing. I'd say that'd be a better, way to put it. I was observing what the other kids were doing. Because honestly, I didn't really understand how to, go up to somebody and speak to somebody. I was very nervous. My anxiety was way worse than what it is today. And I'm just thankful that's not that bad anymore. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing YouTube. And then when I hit middle school, things got a little bit better, but not that great. So for recess, whenever they called recess, my place where I always went was not on the playground. So I remember that there was this big bush and right beside the playground, and there was a big hole in the bush, and there was just enough space for me to crawl in there and make a little sanctuary for myself. And that's what I did. I would hide from all the other kids, and I wouldn't really engage with anyone. Now, I know that may not sound any better, but at least it's better than what I was doing back in elementary school, where, I wasn't spying on people. I was more, away from people. Like, I don't want to be near people because, I'm nervous that, they're not going to like me. That's what was in my head. I was worried that people would not like me, so I would just hide away. Oh, excuse me. He's Shasta, that's very rude. But moving forward, on to when I turned 17, and then when I became a furry, that's when a new chapter of me opened up. And this is a chapter I am not happy about. I absolutely despise this chapter in my life. And people will understand why. Now, when I was 17, I became a furry, as a lot of you may know. If you don't know, and you're new to the channel, welcome, and thank you for supporting me. But when I was 17, I started to develop something that I call being a snowflake. Yeah, that might actually shock a lot of you guys. When I was young, I was a huge snowflake. I let everything get to me. I would be offended by every little thing, and honestly, I blame it on my communication skills. I honestly do, because as I said, back when I was in elementary to middle, in high school, my communication skills got a bit better because of the school I went to for 8+ years. They really helped me, so thank you so much. Shout out to my school. I'm not gonna say the name of the school, but they have helped me through so much, including my communication. But I want to say this. They didn't fully help me. They helped me. They did a really big portion of it, but the furry community carried that on. I want to say that. And that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm sorry if this video seems, a bit off-hinged, because it is very hot. I am sweating. But, I'm still going. But, I'm just going to jump right into it. So, when I was 17, I was a huge snowflake. I would let every little thing get to me. Like, if somebody, made fun of a furry, I would get hurt. I would be pissed. And I would go right at them. I'd shout right at them. And I would tell them, hey, go F yourself. And, you don't know what a furry is, blah, 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 and all that shit. Profanity, Shasta. But I would be very hurt over the littlest things. Like, no matter what people would say to me, I'd be hurt. Like, if you didn't say something correctly to me, I most likely would have taken it out of context and been hurt. And I would have, thrown a tantrum or, put on a little show where, like, I'm just like, okay, I see how it is. Oh my god, I like making fun of that old side of me because I'm gonna say this, it was cringy. It was so cringy. Like the way I was back when I was young, it was very cringy. I'll tell you a little story of how I was, because I have Second Life. I'm not gonna tell people what my user is, because Second Life is kind of my go-to, get it away from everything. I don't really use it as much anymore. I'm trying to get back on it. But there is a certain pack I am part of on Second Life. I'm not going to say the name of it, but shout out to the pack for, dealing with all my bullshit. Again, profanity, Shasta. But dealing with all my BS throughout the years. God, I don't even know how long I've been with them. Probably I think no, not 5 years. I think maybe 4 years. I think I started talking with them when I was 18. So yeah, so this pack actually saw a really good portion of me. And if any of those members of the pack are watching this, they'll vouch for me of how bad I was. I was such a snowflake. I would get hurt over every little thing. Like, if someone touched one of my things in Second Life, I'd get mad. Like, I'd be throwing a tantrum. I'd be like, why'd you touch it? I would be very, I'd be putting rules down. Like, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You cannot touch this. You can't touch that. You can't set fire to that. And I'm gonna get into that in a moment. And yeah, you can't touch anything. This is all mine. You can't touch it. None. No for you. You touch it, I'm gonna go boom. I'm gonna be very mad. And what I said by set fire is, in this pack, I used to be a firefighter. I used to have a passion for fighting fires, because that's actually what I wanted to do when I was a kid as well. I wanted to be a firefighter. And because of, my anxiety, I chose to back away from it. And as much as I really wish I could become a firefighter, and I know I can, but it's just my anxiety that worries me. But with Second Life, they did a lot of fires. Fires is still a big thing there. I don't really participate in them anymore because I don't really go on Second Life that much anymore. But I digress. So what they would do is, they would set fires and do all that stuff. And there were actually a lot of times where I would set fires myself. And I would just fight them alone. And that was really selfish of me. I'm gonna say that right now. I would set them so hard, and I'm gonna be honest, I did it to, try to prove that I was better than them. I'm gonna say that, and I'm not proud to admit that. I was doing that to, show that, oh, you don't need multiple people, you can do with just one person. No, you can't. You can't. The way that I did it was really stupid. And it's better to do it as a team. I'm just going to say that right now. But I'm not going to go too much into that, but as the years went on, the more BS they put up with me, I eventually started losing a lot of friends. I started, losing a lot of friends and acquaintances, and making people very mad at me because of me being such a big snowflake. And it took me 3 years to realize why I was losing friends. And then that's when it hit me. And then I started trying to talk to some people. And then it started getting to conversations like, I don't know what to do. Like, what should I do? And then I was told, well, change your ways. Start changing. Become a better person. Be a better you. Don't focus on, the negatives. Focus on the positives. Make friends. Go out there. You meet people. And that's what I did. I started taking that advice seriously. And that's what got me to who I am today. Because I'm much more comfortable with talking with people. I am much more comfortable with expressing my opinions and feelings to people. And I'm much more comfortable with talking. Well, I think I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. And I'm not that nervous around crowds anymore. Well, okay, a little bit. Still kind of a little bit nervous. Back at Pride Fest, I was a little bit nervous at the parade, but at least nobody could see who I was. Oh, excuse me, jeez. Shasta. Be respectful, dude. But I would say when I became a furry, that's when my life changed. That's when I hit a really drastic part of my life where I started to learn about the real world. Because I'm going to say this, I loved my parents, but they shielded me from the real world. They didn't really want me to know about the real world because, honestly, I think they were a bit overprotective of me because of my anxiety and ADHD. And that's why, also another big reason why I was a snowflake, because I didn't understand things. And as I started, being more on Second Life and, being around these people and, being yelled at for doing these stupid things, like being a snowflake, I then realized that the reason why I'm losing friends and the reason why people don't like me is because I'm being overreactive. And as I said before, then from there I started asking questions. I started wanting to know how can I better myself. And from there on, from when I turned 19, I think it was around when I was 19, that's when I started to take it seriously. I started to rise up and start to really try my hardest to fix my life and actually get my friends back, so I can show them, hey, I've changed. I don't overreact over stupid things anymore. Because now when I do go on Second Life and they touch my things or they set something on fire, I'm like, okay, that's cool, I don't care. And honestly, I don't care, because you know what, it's all fun in games, and it's not real. Like, they're not really setting something on fire. And honestly, I am going to say this, I think also the reason why I was like that was because I was very overprotective of my things, like, because I never really had to share with people. And also, I think because of that, that's also what, caused me to be like that. I would say there's a lot of reasons that caused me to become a snowflake, but I'd pretty much say that's a pretty big portion as well. But ever since I joined the furry community, I've been talking with more people, I've been interacting with people, I've been wanting to, get involved in groups, I wanted to be, play games with people, I wanted to get in conversations with people, And, you know, I've joined groups, and now here I am. I'm making a YouTube video for you guys, you know, talking about my past. Oh my god. I still can't believe that was me. I still can't believe that used to be me. Like, I still look back at it and I just shake my head like, what was I doing when I was younger? But that is my story on how the furry community has really helped me out. A lot with my communication skills, a lot with my communications and making friends and actually getting out there in the world, trying to do something new. And I thank, I thank my school, and I thank the furry fandom for really opening my eyes, because I have a feeling if I didn't join the furry fandom, I would have still been the same way I was when I was 17, and that would not be pretty. I'd probably still be living with my parents, thank God. But that is it for, wait, no, that is not it. So there is something else I need to bring up to you guys. So, now first off, I'm going to explain the reason why I took that big break, and why it needed my attention, is because I had a lot of things that I had to pay, and something very serious came up, and that was my job. Now, I didn't get fired, as a lot of you guys know, because I'm still making shorts. And I hope you guys like those shorts, because I think they're funny. I try to record whenever something funny happens. But I digress again. Something serious happened at work, and it involved my license. Now, before people freak out, I'm going to say this. My license did not get suspended. My license expired. And at my position at work, well, the place I work at in general, at Goodyear, you need to have a valid license to work there. It doesn't matter if you're working on the cars or you're just at the front desk, you have to have a valid license. And my license, unfortunately, expired. And stupid me mentioned something about it and in front of my assistant manager, and he said, if your license is expired, you can't be working here. And my heart stopped. I got really nervous, and then I was given the opportunity to go straight to the DMV, and that's what I did. I took the opportunity because, I didn't want to lose my job. As much as, my job irritates me a lot, I still love it. But I went straight to the DMV. I, asked, I went there, got my papers ready. I went over and I said, hey, I need a new driver's license. I'm from out of state. I need this state's license. And they said that I needed a birth certificate, which unfortunately was all the way back in Massachusetts. And so my thought was, you know what, let me call my dad and see if he can, take a picture of it and send it to me. So that's what he did. He sent me a picture of my birth certificate. So then the next day I go and I say, hey, I know I need a birth certificate, but the only problem is that it's all the way back in Massachusetts, but I have a picture of it. Will this be able to work? And the person unfortunately said no, which I didn't argue with them. I don't argue with people. I take it as it is now. Like I said before, when I was younger, I used to be mad when people told me no. But when somebody tells me no, I'm like, okay, there's really nothing I can do about it, because, it's a legal document. I need to have it. If he says I can't just, use a picture of it, that's the final word. So I started to panic, and I called my work saying that they won't accept it. And I started telling them, like, I'm really worried that I'm going to lose my job. And they said, no, just take your time. Just, figure this out. Just figure this out. We'll give you some time. And that's when I notified my dad saying, hey, I need my actual birth certificate. Can you please mail it to me? And that's what he did. He mailed it to me, and it came down here in one day. Which I was very happy about, but the day it came was around the time where the DMV was closing. And then the next 2 days, which was Saturday and Sunday, the DMV was closed, so I couldn't go. I had to wait till Monday, so I got it on Monday, and around 10 o'clock, I was all set. And then I asked, hey, do you want me to come in? I said, like, what? Come in on Thursday. So Thursday's my normal day off, so I came on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And yeah, from there, and then a week later, I got my real license. And that is the biggest thing that was really worrying me, because I was so scared that I wasn't going to be making any money. And I needed time alone to, just relax, just, get my mind in the zone, just focus on this, get it fixed, and then come back. Now, and that's the biggest reason why I stepped away from YouTube. Now, onto some good news. I am actually about to get a second job. That's right. Shasta is going to have 2 jobs. Now, what is the other job, you may be asking? This right here. I am 200 away from being able to be monetized. And it's all thanks to you guys. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys I'm literally shooting up so fast. I'm shooting fast up in subscribers, views, and people are already making fan art of me. Like, what is going on? I've only been on YouTube for 6 months. Like, and this is actually genuine excitement, because I never thought that I would ever get this far. I mean, subscribers, yeah, like, that surprised me, but being monetized? everybody.